People said Amara's food tasted like magic, but no one knew why she never cooked during the day. Every morning before sunrise, her small wooden stall at the roadside filled with long lines of hungry customers, drivers, market women, teachers, young boys rushing to school. Everyone wanted her famous jollof rice and peppered stew. "Auntie Amara, your food tastes sweet past anything," children would shout. She always smiled, but deep inside she knew her success wasn't ordinary. She cooked only after midnight, when the neighborhood was silent and the moon shone like a curious eye. She told everyone it was for freshness, but even she didn't fully understand what truly happened in her kitchen at that hour. The first hint that something was wrong came from her mother. "Amara," Mama Nkechi said one evening, "I hear people say you cook very late. Are you not scared?" Amara laughed softly. "Mama, I am fine. My food sells because it is fresh." But as Mama walked away, Amara felt a tiny shiver crawl across her back. She remembered the strange feeling she always got at midnight, like someone was standing behind her, breathing quietly. She had convinced herself it was her imagination. She had no time for fear. Business was going well. Money was coming in. That was all that mattered, or so she thought. The truth began to disturb her on a Wednesday night. While cooking, she heard a spoon drop behind her. She turned quickly, expecting to see a rat, or maybe the wind moving things. But everything was still, too still. The air felt thick, like someone was holding their breath in the room. "Hello," she whispered. No answer. She shook her head and continued cooking. But then she felt it, a cold hand brushing her shoulder lightly. She screamed and spun around. Nothing. Her heart pounded. "Maybe I'm just tired," she told herself. But deep inside, she knew she wasn't alone. The next morning, she opened her stall as usual. People rushed in, buying food with excitement. "Auntie, your stew sweet die," one woman said. Amara forced a smile, but her mind was troubled. As she served a bowl of rice, she noticed something strange. The stew had a richer color than she remembered cooking. The smell was stronger, almost different. She tasted a small spoonful and froze. It tasted better than her usual cooking, much better. But she was sure she didn't add anything special last night. "What is happening?" she whispered. Her hands trembled. Something else, or someone else, was influencing her food. The warning came the next day from a stranger no one in the village recognized. He was tall, dark-skinned, and his eyes were sharp like someone who had seen too much. He approached her stall slowly. "You're Amara, the midnight cook?" he asked. His voice was quiet but heavy. "Yes. Do you want food?" she said. He shook his head. "No, I came to warn you." Amara frowned. "Warn me about what?" The man leaned closer. "There is something cooking with you at midnight, something not human." Her heart stopped. "What are you saying?" He looked around as if afraid someone was listening. "You are not cooking alone." Amara laughed nervously. "Please, sir, don't say such things. My kitchen is always locked." But the man didn't smile. "I saw it," he whispered. "A tall shadow standing behind you, stirring the pot when you were not looking." Amara's throat tightened. "How? Why were you near my house at midnight?" The man sighed. "Because this same thing happened to my sister years ago. She cooked at night, and something began helping her. At first, her business boomed, but then it asked for something in return." Amara felt her blood go cold. "Asked? Asked for what?" The man shook his head. "You will find out soon." That night, fear wrapped itself around her heart, but she forced herself to cook. She couldn't afford to stop her business. People depended on her. But the moment she entered her kitchen, the air felt different, heavy, warm, and alive. She lit the stove and began chopping onions. Then she felt it again, the quiet presence behind her. She didn't turn. She couldn't. Her hands shook as she stirred the pot. Suddenly, the flame rose higher on its own. The stew bubbled faster, and the spoon in the pot began stirring itself. Amara gasped. "Stop! Please stop!" she cried, but the invisible presence didn't listen. She dropped the spoon and ran out of the kitchen, breathing hard. Her mind raced. "What do I do? Who do I tell?" She remembered Mama's old stories. Stories of spirits that visited hard-working people at night, offering help in exchange for loyalty. But those were just tales for children, right? She returned slowly to the kitchen door and peeked inside. Everything was still again. The spoon lay harmlessly on the counter. The pot boiled quietly like nothing happened. "Maybe I am losing my mind," she whispered. But as she stepped inside, she noticed something chilling. Footprints. Wet footprints on her dry kitchen floor. The stranger returned the next day. Amara approached him immediately. "Tell me everything you know," she demanded. The man looked sad. "This spirit, it disguises itself as help. It cooks with you. It improves your food. It brings customers. But when it chooses you, it never leaves peacefully." Amara trembled. "What does it want from me?" The man hesitated. "It wants to be acknowledged. It wants you to know it's the reason for your success." Amara's eyes widened. "And if I refuse?" He took a deep breath. "Then it takes something valuable from you." Amara felt fear grip her chest. "Something like what?" "Someone," he whispered. That night, Amara couldn't sleep. She sat alone in her kitchen, a lantern flickering softly beside her. "If something is there, show yourself," she said, her voice shaking. For a moment, nothing happened. Then the shadows in the corner of the room thickened, forming a shape, tall, thin, and silent. Amara's breath hitched. "Who are you?" The shadow stepped closer. "I helped you," it whispered in a voice that sounded like wind blowing through broken glass. "I made your food great. Now you must see me." Amara backed away. "Why me? I never called you." The shadow laughed quietly. "You cooked at midnight. You opened the door yourself." Amara ran to her mother's room and shook her awake. "Mama, something is in the kitchen." Mama sat up quickly. "Calm down. Tell me what happened." Amara explained everything. The spoon stirring itself, the footprints, the shadow speaking. Mama's eyes widened with fear. "Amara, I warned you about cooking at night. Spirits move freely then." Amara felt like crying. "What do I do now?" Mama held her hand. "We have to visit the old priest. He knows how to deal with things like this." Amara nodded, wiping tears. She suddenly understood that success without peace was not success at all. The priest's shrine smelled of herbs and incense. He listened quietly as Amara told her story. When she finished, he sighed deeply. "This spirit is not evil, but it is not good either. It is hungry for attention, hungry for control." Amara swallowed hard. "Can I get rid of it?" The priest nodded slowly. "Yes, but you must face it. You must tell it you no longer want its help." Amara trembled. "Will it let me go?" The priest looked into her eyes. "Only if you stand firm. Spirits respect courage, but if you fear it, it will hold on to you forever." That night, armed with courage and a small bag of protection charms from the priest, Amara entered her kitchen again. "I am here!" she shouted. The shadow appeared almost instantly. "You called me?" it whispered. Amara's heart thumped loudly, but she stood firm. "I don't want your help anymore." The shadow tilted its head. "Without me, your food will lose its magic." Amara shook her head. "Then I will start again, on my own." The shadow's form flickered angrily. "You dare reject me?" Amara lifted the priest's charm. "Go, leave my kitchen, leave my life." The shadow let out a shrill cry and vanished like smoke. By morning, the kitchen felt lighter. The air was fresh. The pots stayed still. Amara cooked without fear for the first time in weeks. But she was scared of how her customers would react without the spirit's magic. When she opened her stall, people gathered as usual. She handed out plates nervously. The first customer tasted the food and blinked. This is different," he said. Amara's stomach dropped. Then he smiled. "Different, but good. It tastes honest." Soon others agreed. Some even said it tasted better than before. Amara felt tears of relief fill her eyes. That evening, Amara sat by her door, watching the sunset paint the sky orange. She felt peaceful, something she hadn't felt in a long time. Mama joined her. "You did well," she said softly. Amara nodded. "I thought success meant having plenty of customers. But now I know success means cooking with peace." Mama smiled. "True success never comes from shortcuts." Amara looked at her hands, hands that once cooked with fear, now filled with strength. She whispered to herself, "No secret ingredient is worth losing myself." And from that day on, she cooked only in the light, never again at midnight.